Hey guys, Buffing Game back today bringing you another video, and today we're going to go through all the weapons here for week 1, or at least what I think is going to be the entirety of the beta here for the weapons in the Call of Duty Modern Warfare beta here. We have the early access for PlayStation. Now there's some weapons here, I believe maybe just one that you can't unlock till week 2, which we'll get into, and we'll look more into that next week when we can unlock it and the level cap gets increased. But going through all the weapons here for the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 beta, there's definitely some conversions already here that I'll show off, just kind of mentioning what you can make and showing a little bit. And we'll try and show a little bit of attachments. This is my second time recording this because if I go through all the attachments, it's going to take forever. So that may need to be its own separate video. So let's go ahead and we'll get into the weapons for the beta. Their real-life equivalents. Now, first off, the operator here. The operators will be a separate video, but Rocket is this guy's name. And we have him here with the G36. Just looks super clean. So really like these operators. We saw a bunch of the multiplayer trailer the other day that are really grounded MWIII-esque operators, so it's good to see these. I think I'm happy with an 80-20 balance, like 80% goofy, whatever, arcadey. It's an arcade shooter, cool. Give me 20% of stuff like this, MWIII, and I'm good. So that makes me happy to see this stuff. Better than anything we got in Modern Warfare 2 as far as MWIII operators. So this is really clean, looks really good. Let's go ahead and jump into the weapons here. So first off, for the machine guns, we have the MG36. So the MG36, you can see the gunsmith is still, the preview is just a little clunky still as far as like how fluid the movement is here. So you can see it's a little choppy, but it's a beta, so they'll iron it out. So the MG36, really this is more of a G36 with a 60 round drum, but still looks really, really clean. There's a lot of attachments on this. So you get a 100 round C-Mag on there, same as we had in Modern Warfare 2019 when it launched. So really clean looking build here. Now, also, we do have, we have a 40-round mag here. Hang on if I can get it to load. We have a 40-round mag, so we're essentially turning this into a G36 from the MG36. And then different barrels here. We have, you can make G36, you have a bipod barrel. You have a shorter, here's our KA4 barrel. So you have a lot of different builds here. Here's the export or the MG36 barrel, really. And then this is, the bipod one is a little bit shorter. Now, I'm curious, the bipod and the grip, will you be able to run a bipod with the grip? I don't know yet. So when I unlock that, I'll let you guys know. But this is a really clean optic. I don't see the integral optic for the G36 that it came with in Modern Warfare 2019 or in real life. So hopefully that's something they add. On the attachment tree, I don't see it here. But again, are these all the attachments that they're going to be for the weapon? I'm not sure. Plus, I'm sure they're going to add some things down the road too. So we'll have to wait and see. There's that 100 round C-Mag from Call of Duty Modern Warfare. You can see some of the optics here. That one looks super clean. I really want that. And that blocks your tactical stance. So when I unlock that, that'll be cool to look at to see how that works and how this barrel with the bipod works. If you can, in fact, use a grip on that, or if it blocks the underbarrel attachment. Don't know yet. Pretty excited to find out, though. So that's our MG36. Next up for the machine gun category, we have the PKP Pecheneg. So this is we had the PKM in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019. You could convert it to the PKP. Looks really, really clean. Now, it does have the wooden buttstock and the carrying handle, things like that. I know people were kind of complaining it looks a little weird. That's fine. You look at some of the barrel attachments on this. Some of the barrel attachments, it's still a little buggy being a beta, but you get some, you can see right there that adds more of a Zenical lower. And you get a pick rail on the carrying handle. It changes the carrying handle look also. So, I mean, you have some really good options here. You also, some really good like Zenical barrels, 75, 150 belt, 75 belt, 200 round belt. And then you have more of the polymer buttstock here. So this with a camo, I mean, you're going to be able to make a really nice looking Zenical PKP, especially when we get the bullpup. You get the candid grips on there, same as Modern Warfare 2019. So this is going to be pretty sick. I'm pumped for this. This is a weapon we don't get till level 23 though, so this won't be available till week 2 of the beta. So those are our LMGs. Let's get into our assault rifles here. So first off, let's start with the Bren 805, just because I have this one built. Go ahead and look at it in the gunsmith here. So here is the if I load, this is the Bren 805, the MTZ 556. This is essentially the Bren 805. Think Scar Light, but weighs more, right? It's a heavy Scar Light, essentially, firing 556. Non-reciprocating charging handle. So a lot of people, like American Special Forces who have shot this, really, really like this weapon. It's really nice. So again, just let me select the base one. Here's the CZ Bren 805. Clean, think Scar light, but heavier. So I think this thing kind of, it reminds me of kind of like the M13 is how it handles in game. Really clean. And again, you get a lot of nice attachments with this. I'm trying to get through and level it up a little bit here. Different buttstocks, laser combos, which we'll take a look at some point. Really cool, clean stocks, buttstocks. You get a 50-round drum on there. So it's a clean weapon. The Bren 805 and 5.56. You also have here the Bushmaster ACR. So the Bushmaster ACR returning here, really clean. I don't know why the model's so big here in the gunsmith, but it looks clean. Really nice to see this back. I actually haven't used this at all yet in the beta just because there's other weapons I want to get my hands on, but it's really great to see this thing back. The Bushmaster ACR, the adaptive combat rifle, just a really beautiful looking weapon. So it's nice to have this back. And it makes sense that it's back because parts of Remington that purchased us from the parts for this from Bushmaster or MWIII for the Masada, actually, this is going to be coming up for sale here soon. I think sometime this year or early next year again. So this is making a comeback in real life and here in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. And again, the unlock tree for this, pretty neat. You get a lot of good options here to go through. Especially this site looks pretty clean. It's not loaded, unfortunately. Again, still things are a little bit buggy, but the Bushmaster ACR, really nice. Now here is a weapon that I have in my own class for it here. I dubbed it the AN, the AN-23. So if we just look at the weapon, it is the AN-94. However, it's definitely more of a hybrid, right? The magazine is not canted, and there's definitely some differences. It's using like an AK-74M 100 series receiver and pistol grip. So the AN-94 is almost a 30-year-old weapon. So I know a lot of people were bringing this up yesterday during COD Next and today during my live stream. Think about if they were to bring this weapon back. It was not formally adopted. It was adopted in very, very small units within Special Forces back in its debut. But think about it. It wasn't adopted because soldiers liked the AK-74M platform better, right? It's just easier. This was a very complex weapon, the AN-94, and it was expensive to produce. So if they were to bring something, this project back up today, how would they create it today? So think about it. That's why I'm calling it the AN-23. If the Avnomot Nikonov came back this year, how would they do it, right? This is a really good take, I think, a modern take on the AN-94. It makes sense. It's kind of a mix of an A545 or the modernized AEK-971 and the burst options and the barrel feeds of the AN-94. Now, essentially with technology coming 30 years from where it was in 94 when this thing was produced, the inner workings of the weapon, I'm sure, would be more simplified with the same effect, and you wouldn't have the need to canted mount the magazine. The magazine was canted mount because you essentially had two guns in one here. There was basically another gun with a hole to get the hyperburst option. They had to cant the magazine to allow room for everything that was going on inside. Basically rocket science inside the gun. So 30 years later, I'm sure we've come a long way. We could simplify this. So it makes sense. And you get the full-length pick rail on top. It looks clean, and there's some really, really good options here for this weapon. First off, you do get the original AN-94 buttstock as an option, which is really nice. You also get, somewhere in here, you're going to get a really nice barrel attachment. If I can find it. Nah, I don't know which one it is. One of these barrels. Maybe it's this one? Nope. There's a barrel here that looks really, really clean. It's more of a full-length handguard. And again, because it's still a little bit buggy, it may not show it. This one here, maybe. Again, I'll have to level it up and see. But there's a really clean barrel. You can see it in the model here. The model of the weapon, the selector down at the bottom, looks different from the handguard barrel that we have here. So there's a more full-length type handguard on there, which is going to be really clean. But again, it still does have the hyperburst. So in-game when you use it, basically, you can keep it a full auto and just tap fire and still utilize that hyperburst. And when you go full auto, it's going to obviously slow down the fire. So those are our assault rifles, AN-94 or the AN-23 as I'm dubbing it, the CZ, Czechoslovakian-made CZ Bren 805, and the Bushmaster ACR or MWIII Masada. Now, for battle rifles, we have the Bren 2, chambered at 7.62 by 51mm. This is a battle rifle. I've used this a little bit. It thumps hard. It's a big boy, beefy 7.62 by 51. It is a lot of fun to use. Slow rate of fire, probably coming in around 550 to 600 rounds per minute. Clean weapon. Really, really like it. Now, this is a Bren 2 versus the AR is the Bren 805. So the 805 Bren 2, you can see the differences there in the receiver, and we'll get into more of that when we get into like conversions of things. But you have the Bren 805 and 5.56, and then you have the Bren 2 in 7.62 by 51 as a battle rifle, which is super clean. Really good to see that. Bren 2, and you do get some nice attachments here. I think you get a 30-round magazine, things like that. So this is the CZ Bren 2 BR, technically, I guess we call it, because it's chambered in that 7.62 by 51 round. Next up, we have the XM7, or the 6-hour MCX Spear, chambered in 6.8 by 51 millimeter or 227 Fury. So this is the weapon that won the NGSW program for the U.S. Army, supposedly going to replace the M4s. Not probably full scale. The rollout's going to be really slow, mainly to Special Forces first. But this did win the NGSW program early this year in 2022. The SIG MCX Spear, chambered at 6.8 by 51 millimeter or 277 Fury. So really nice weapon. The in-game model is pretty on point. It has the side charging handle on the left. You have the rear charging handle there, also just for operator being comfortable with that. You have the same selectors as an AR-15 type platform, and you have the forward assist. So clean weapon, really nice. The model in game is honestly pretty damn close to the real thing. So it's really nice to see this weapon, and this is one of my other favorite weapons besides the G36 that I've used so far, especially with some of the unlock options. You get a 30-round magazine, and I also think somewhere in here there's a 45-round magazine. Yes, 45-round magazine, which is just a little nutty, but pretty cool. So the XM7, or the SIG MCX Spear, and the Bren 2 BR, chambered at 7.62 by 51, and the Spear is chambered at 6.8 by 51. So really cool. Those are all battle rifles. SMGs, we have the CZ Scorpion Evo 3 as the SMG. So this, again, making a return from Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019. Really nice weapon. Again, it looks super clean. A lot of cool, similar attachments to what we saw in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019, as well as some different ones. So you have some more different buttstocks, suppressors. It does have a longer barrel somewhere unlocked here that I've run into people using it right here. That same integrally suppressed barrel, and then you get the 50-round drum. So clean weapon. Good to see the Scorpion Evo 3 back. Next, we have the Colt 9mm SMG, or the AMR-9 as it's dubbed here. Now, this has a very unique design. I'm going to need to look at what's going on with this lower portion of the handguard further when I play with it and unlock it. You have the M16, like A1, A2 type buttstock, almost and pistol grip. So it's a unique weapon, chambered a 9x19 Parabellum as an SMG. We did see this, or at least a conversion from it in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019. It is good to have it back. However, they've definitely taken. I'll need to really look into this weapon more. I'm not super familiar with it in real life, but I'm not sure what's going on with this lower portion of the handguard. It almost looks like there is spare barrels in there. If you wanted to, it looks like a spare barrel kind of sitting in there. If you wanted to swap out barrels, it's kind of what it looks like. I'm not really sure what's happening there. I'll have to look more into that. But again, pretty cool weapon. Fast rate of fire. Haven't used it yet, but I've seen a lot of gameplay with it yesterday at COD Next. Then we have the Striker making a return of the LWRC, I believe it is in real life. 45, chambered in 45 ACP. So again, the Striker, this is pretty much the US's take on the H&K UMP 45. So we saw this already in Modern Warfare 2019. Making a return. Again, good to have it back. This is another weapon returning from Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019. This is the third weapon so far, I believe, from Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019. This thing it handles much better than it did in Modern Warfare 2019, and you have some different, more unique attachments with it as well. So it's pretty cool. I need to play with it a little bit more. I just use the default class a little bit, but it is good to have this thing back. And again, it's a really good SMG. It's chambered to 45 ACP, so nice to have that one back. So for SMGs, we have the CZ Scorpion Evo 3, the Colt 9mm SMG, and the LWRC 45 as a Striker. Shotguns, we have the 410 AR here. So this is a weapon that I really wasn't too familiar with. I think it was used in John Wick at one point, and here we have it in game. This in game it says it's full auto. I haven't used it yet. In real life, it's only semi-auto. But yes, it is exactly what it looks like. It's an AR-15 platform turned into a shotgun. So it's a big beefy shotgun. It looks cool. AR-15 platform. You can just do everything with this gun. So really nice. The 410 AR shotgun. Clean looking weapon. I'm looking forward to using it in game. I did unlock it. I just need to get some hands on with it since I haven't used it yet. Now, attachment-wise, what do we have here? You can definitely convert this to, you have some couple conversions already just looking at this. You have short barrel options here. 10-round mag, so you're shortening it up from, I believe, a 20, what it is at base. 4-gauge slugs. See if we have a beefier magazine. We have a 30-round mag, which is just wild. So that'll be pretty cool. I'm excited to kind of play around with this weapon. This is going to be pretty fun. And there's Dragon's Breath right there. So it's gonna. We already know where that's going. Next, we have the Remington 870 shotgun. Again, this making a return from Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019. The 870, good to have this thing back. We did see it as the master key for armored barrels in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 also. But again, the Remington 870 as the Lockwood 680 making a return. LMGs, we already covered these. So we have the MG36, convert this to a G36 and a K4, and then the PKP Pecheneg. So really nice. Marksman rifles. Here we have this one going to be the CZ Bren 2 PPS. This is essentially a precision shooting DMR variant of the Bren 2, chambered in 7.62x51. This is more for long distance, whereas the battle rifle is exactly what it is, a battle rifle. This one chambered in the same caliber, however, it is more of a marksman rifle here, obviously in the marksman rifle category. Different barrel length, heavier barrel, made for greater distances and better precision shooting. So again, you can see it's a Bren 2 with the low receiver, some of the designs on there, the buttstock, etc. But the lower receiver magwell is a dead giveaway for a Bren 2. It's not a one-for-one carbon copy of the real life, which you'll never see in this game. They always take some liberties, but again, pretty close. So the CZ Bren 2 PPS, chambered again in 7.62x51. And then here we have the Bushmaster ACR, chambered at 6.8 millimeter. 6.8 Remington, I believe it is in real life. Again, this is Remington SPC is what it is. So it is, again, this is the marksman variant of the Bushmaster ACR. You can see there's obviously differences with the design as there was in real life. But again, this is chambered at 6.8 SPC, whereas the other variant, we had the Bushmaster AR category is 5.6 by 45 nano. Now, I did see, I believe I saw in the Zombies gameplay, I saw a ACR, which will probably be in the battle rifle category, chambered in 450 Bushmaster, unless I was mistaken. But I think I saw it in the Zombies gameplay, which would just be a beast. That's a big cartridge, so I hope that is the case. So here for the marksman, we have the CZ Bren 2 PPS and the Bushmaster ACR chambered in 6.8 Remington SPC. Next up for sniper rifles, I'll be very honest with you guys. I have no idea what this weapon is supposed to be. This is a bolt action AK, which I've never heard of. Some of you guys in chat earlier were saying there's some prototypes of this, etc. This is a weird weapon. 25 round magazine, the 7.62 by 39 millimeter. It's essentially a 103 with a bolt in it and a heavier, thicker barrel. So I've never seen this. It could very well be a real gun, but basically you have an AK-103 receiver. It's chambered in 7.62 by 39 millimeter. You have a 100 series pistol grip, 100 series buttstock, and then you have the pick rail on top, and then we have this completely different barrel assembly with this heavier barrel. You have a different handguard, and then for whatever reason, it's a bolt action rifle. So interesting weapon. Haven't used it yet. You unlock it at level 28, so I don't have it unlocked yet. I think it is a custom class, though. And again, just a weird weapon. 25 round magazine on there. And you get some unique unlocks, Sonico stock, things like that. But it is a weird weapon. Bolt action AK. That's a new one for me. This one here, the KV inhibitor in real life, is another Russian sniper rifle. This is the SVCH 8.6, so it's chambered in 338 Lapua Magnum here, I believe it is. Again, another Russian rifle. Good to see this one in game. I used it a little bit. Not the biggest fan of it, but again, the base weapon, I would need to unlock it and get more time on. But this is the SVCH 6.8, chambered in 338 Lapua Magnum here. Again, a really clean looking gun. I'm sure it's going to be really, really good. You just got to level it up. So those are all of the primaries. For pistols, we have the Micro Uzi here. So the Micro Uzi, really clean. You're gonna have a couple different variants of the Uzi in the game, but here's the Micro Uzi in the pistol category, which is I'm looking forward to loving this up. You get some unique attachments for this, like some cool suppressors, akimbo, things like that. So I'm pretty excited to play with that. That's our Micro Uzi. Here you get the Renetti or the Raffica. Again, it's essentially an M9 and 3-round burst. Pretty clean. I'm sure there's going to be an attachment to turn this into the M9, which will be cool. It may or may not be here in the beta. I'm not sure. Let's just take a look quick if there is a barrel option for that. I don't think they would have it here in the beta. So no, I don't think it's here in the beta. You get a 50-round mag too, though. Pretty crazy. And then we have the Glock 21 attributed to 45 ACP. So Glock 21 is the core 45 here. So that'll be cool to have the Glock 21 in the game. That'll be good because we didn't have that in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. So Glock 21, clean, and some of the attachments I'm sure are going to be really nice. Now, as far as lasers go, there are laser light combos in this game. Just so you guys are aware, there are laser light combos. I have seen them. So when we do a separate video on attachments, we'll get into that. For launchers, we just have the Pila right now, and that's it. And then there is another shotgun. The Origin 12 shotgun is here in game. You get that with the Juggernaut. So the Origin 12 shotgun with the Juggernaut is available. I'm not sure if it's going to be only with the Juggernaut or if you'll be able to use it separately. But those are all the weapons here for the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 open beta. Let me know your thoughts down below about these weapons and attachments. We'll do a separate video on attachments just because this video was over 20 minutes, and if I'm going through all the attachments, it'll just be crazy. So I'm going to probably level some of these up, and then we'll do separate videos on those. And then next week when we get the PKP at level 23, when they up the level cap, we'll get hands-on with that and have some fun with that as well. So let me know your thoughts down below. Till next time, this is Buckner Gaming with all of the Modern Warfare 3 weapons here for the beta. Now, quick shout out, we do have memberships are live here on the channel. If you guys are enjoying the content, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. We also have the memberships live, as I said. So for the memberships, we got 2 new memberships today during the stream. So big shout out to you guys. Full memberships are Asan, V07, PDX Jake, Ramster, K-Dog 350, Strike and Storm, Man Named Nobody, Aiden Flores, This Justin, FPS Cannon Fodder, and Noodly Boyo. So we have total of 10 members as of today. So thank you very much to you guys. Best way to support the channel, like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment, share, and watch the ads is the best way to do it. But if you do want to join up, go for it. Definitely helps out the channel. And you'll get a little bit of a discount when we drop the merch later on this month here in October before the launch of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. Till next time, this is Buckner Gaming with all the Modern Warfare 3 weapons here in the beta. Till next time, Buckner Gaming out.